started?
Yeah.
Okay.
So good afternoon. My name is Kaylee. I'm Lindsay.
Hi.
Welcome. Yeah.
Ashley.
Nice to meet you. If you don't mind just giving us a little synopsis of what's been happening the last couple of weeks and what brings you in here to see us today.
I'm just really down, I guess. And I've just been kind of by myself and not really wanting to do much. It's like the first time I've gotten out of bed in a couple days.
Well, we're glad you came in today. You said you were feeling down. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that's been like?
It kind of feels like, I don't know how to describe it. It just kind of feels like I've been sad a lot, and I don't really know. Can't really put a finger on why, but I just don't feel like doing really anything, I guess.
And how long have you been feeling this way?
I've been feeling like down for maybe the last 5 months or so, but recently it's just got really bad where I was functioning before I could go to class and go to work and stuff, but now I'm just kind of I just don't have the energy to do any of it.
Mm-hmm. And how long has it been that you've not had the energy to do things and that it's gotten worse?
I would say the past couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, I just haven't felt like doing anything. Just kind of, I wake up and then I'm just kind of not today.
Yeah. So you said this started about 5 months ago. What did your life kind of look like 5 months ago? Were there any changes or?
Not really. I mean, classes started to pick up, but I was kind of used to that. I'm about to graduate, so I feel like by now I should be used to that. But my friend moved, and I guess about 5 months ago, and so I guess that why. I guess now I can't put a finger in it, but.
Was she a close friend of yours?
Yeah, we did everything together. So went to lunch. We had 3 or 4 classes together. We had dinner together. Next year we were going to live together, but that just didn't happen because obviously she doesn't live here anymore.
Was her move sudden for you?
Kinda. I mean, she'd been talking about it for a month, but when she moved, I just kind of
Even sometimes if you know things are happening,
didn't think it was actually going to happen.
Yeah. And it sounds like she played a big role in your life, socially, and just sounds like she was your best friend.
Yeah, she was. She was great, but I mean, we still talk, but it's not the same as her being here. Yeah.
Has it been hard for you to connect with other people besides her?
I mean, I have some other friends, but they're not they're not as close as we are. But I mean, they have each other and they have their other friends, so I feel like they just don't reach out as much as I would like them to. But
And how are you sleeping?
I feel like I sleep all the time. I feel like, at least lately, like I said, this is the first time I actually got out of bed. But I mean, I'll wake up, maybe be up for 2 or 3 episodes of a Netflix show, and then I'll fall asleep. And I feel like that's just kind of a cycle that continues.
How has this kind of affected your school and life?
I've kind of fallen a little bit behind. I mean, I haven't really missed a bunch. It's kind of a slow part in the year, but there's been some assignments that I've missed, but I've turned in late, and my teacher was okay with it. So.
And how have you been eating? Have you noticed any weight gain or weight loss?
I haven't been eating a lot, so I guess I have lost a couple pounds, but nothing that's significant, I guess. that I could tell anyway.
How's your energy been? Because I know you said you've been sleeping a lot.
I haven't had a lot of energy. If I actually have to get something done, I try to get a cup of coffee in me to like keep me awake. But if I don't have that coffee, I just feel like I'm running on fumes, I guess you could say.
Do you drink coffee every day?
No, only if I like need to get something done.
Yeah.
Or like I'm really tired, then I drink it to keep me awake, but I don't drink it all the time.
Do you drink anything else to help you or use any other substances?
I mean, I drink alcohol.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really think it's a problem, but
How often do you drink?
I would say every other day or daily.
How much do you drink when you drink?
Maybe like 5 or 6, but sometimes it's more. I feel like 5 or 6 is like kind of minimum, and then if it's like a weekend, I kind of drink a little bit more. But that is if I go out, but I don't go out all the time. But when I do, I feel like I go really hard.
Have you ever had any problems because of you drinking too much?
I mean, just like hangover. Sometimes I get sick if I drink way too much. But other than those things, no, I don't think those are. I think those are like normal. I don't really see.
When you get hangovers, do you ever like get shakes or anything?
No, my head hurts. I get kind of nauseous, and I'm just tired, which also probably plays into the fact that I don't get out of bed.
So you said you normally drink 5 or 6. Are that like beer, bottles of wine? Like, what's your drink of choice?
My drink of choice is beer, but
Okay.
I kind of switch it up. I kind of like it all, but if I have to choose, I choose beer.
Okay. So that's what you typically drink through the week?
Yeah, and then the weekends I feel like I drink more liquor than
Yeah.
I do beer.
Okay.
Has anyone ever suggested that you drink too much, or maybe that you need to be careful about how much you drink?
My parents have, but my dad drinks a lot too, so I'm just kind of like, you can't tell me that if you do it. Hypocritical.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you drink a lot?
Sometimes, yeah, but I feel like I kind of crave it sometimes. I feel like I have to have it. I don't know, I feel like it's starting to get to be a problem, but I don't think it's like that much of a problem that like I have to go to like classes or anything like that. But
What makes you think that it's starting to be a problem?
it costs a lot of money to drink.
Yeah.
And with me not getting out of bed and to go to work, I'm not making the money to get it. So I feel like that's probably why it's kind of like coming to my attention more now.
So you said earlier that you kind of crave alcohol, but it's also having a negative impact on your bank account. So what would happen if you decided, I'm not going to drink this week, I'm going to save money this week? How do you think that would play out?
I don't know, I feel like it would be, I would say I would save money, so that'd be a positive, but I also feel like when an addict doesn't have his fix, I feel like I would kind of have withdrawals, I guess. But, I guess it would turn out to be better in the long run, because I'd save money and then I could actually drink. I do go out with, friends or something.
Do you feel like you have withdrawals now when you don't drink?
Sometimes I get, a headache, but, I just take some Advil and it goes away. They're not super bad, but I also don't go that long without having at least a beer or two.
When did you start drinking beer, like every other day or every day?
I would say junior year when I turned 21, and now I'm about to be 23.
It's about 2 years ago. Do you feel like it picked up when your friend moved away?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely, I mean, like, we did it together, but, like, I feel like she was kind of there to, like, tell me to stop, and now I don't have anyone tell me to stop, so I just kind of drink until I fall asleep.
So, you said you drink almost every day. Do you think that it helps you cope with your depression, or do you think there's other things that you do to help you cope?
I definitely think it helps me cope with being depressed because I feel like when I'm, like, under the influence, I'm kind of more, like, outgoing, and I kind of, like, I'm more likely to go up and, like, introduce myself to someone better than before. I guess if I'm not on it, I just kind of, like I said, stick to myself. And I guess since my friend left, she was the one that kind of, like, pushed me to do those things. And now that I don't have that person to push me, I just kind of,
Alcohol kind of is that
yeah, now that,
person to push you.
yeah, I guess I kind of replaced her with alcohol,
Yeah. Would you consider yourself more of a shy person?
Yeah, I would. I mean, at first I'm kind of, like, shy and kind of, like, closed off, but then, like, I feel like once you get to know me on a really, like, a deep level, I'm definitely more, like, open with people.
It sounds like you kind of, it takes a minute for you to kind of go up and warm up to people and put yourself out there, but alcohol kind of helps you with that, or like having your friend, but having like something to help comfort you to do that.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I don't know, honestly how to put it. I feel like that was a pretty good way, I guess.
So besides money, do you have any other concerns about your drinking in your life?
I mean, I don't want to end up like my dad. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing that I'm here talking about it now, but, I don't know, because I feel like he needs it to, like, he can't go, like, a day without it, so, like, as soon as he gets home from work, like, that's the first thing he grabs is beer out of the fridge, but I definitely don't want that to happen to me, because I eventually want to have kids and stuff, and I feel like that would impair my future for that, definitely. But hopefully, I hope that it goes away. And
Do you want it to go away?
Yeah, but I don't want it to give up. I don't want to give up, like, completely.
Yeah.
Give it up completely, I guess is what I meant to say. But, because, I mean, I definitely enjoy the feeling, but, like, the aftermath is, like, not very pleasant.
Do you think that there's other things that you could replace with drinking to help encourage you to get yourself out there and help you cope?
I guess I just kind of wish that, like, the other friends that I do have would, like, come around more, I guess. Because with, like, we probably only see each other, like, maybe once a week, not even every other week. And since if I don't see them, like, they're the reason that I do kind of go out and, like, do things. And, like, even just, like, go for a hike or something. But I feel like without someone's, like, push, I feel like I don't really do anything. But I feel like if I were to have more friends, that would definitely be something that would help me stop doing that kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you have any clubs or sports that you're interested in? Hobbies?
I was in a sorority in undergrad, but being in graduate, I can't really just go hang out with
Yeah.
them
sorority,
anymore.
yeah.
So and none of my sorority sisters live here, and then she was the only one, and now she's gone. So, I mean, I've made like some friends, but
It's an adjustment for
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
being in a new place. It sounds like it's been difficult, and having your friend leave.
yeah.
Really hard.
So I know you just moved, but have you stopped anything that you would normally do? Because I know you kind of talked about not doing the sorority anymore, but anything else in your daily life that you used to really enjoy that you haven't been doing?
I don't know. I used to run and like go to the gym, but she was also my gym partner, I guess. And I mean, I was continuing to go after she left. But I guess the more like she's been gone, the less I really kind of want to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I would run outside, but it's also getting cold and it gets dark earlier, and I don't want to be like taken or
Yeah.
something like that.
That makes sense. Do you have hope that things will get better?
Yeah. Once I'm done here, I'm hoping either to go back home or go somewhere else or move where she is. But she got a big person job and I'm not there yet. So,
Yeah.
but I do have hope that it'll get better. But right now, it's just kind of at a low point, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you feel worried about the future at all?
I do worry a little bit about like getting a job after graduation, but I feel like that's kind of like a normal kind of worry. I feel like everyone kind of worries about. Well, I don't want to say everyone because I want to speak for everybody, but I feel like a lot of people worry about getting a job outside of after graduation. So I feel like it's nothing like severe that's like
It's like a normal worry, not like an
Yeah.
excessive.
yeah.
Have you ever had like a panic attack or anything?
I don't think so. I don't really know what that kind of feels like.
Typically they feel like it's like anxious, like
Yeah.
you can't
Shortness of
breathe,
breath.
shortness of breath.
Yeah. Your chest tightens up.
Yeah, I haven't felt anything like that.
Okay. Have you ever maybe seen things or heard things that other people didn't hear?
No, I mean, I talk out loud, but I don't think I don't think I answer myself, but.
You don't hear people talking back to you?
No.
Not
Yeah.
see anybody talking to you.
No, I mean, I could talk back to myself, but I don't, doesn't register that I do, but
Okay.
there's also no one around to
Okay.
witness that, but I don't think so.
Have you ever had thoughts of suicide or harming yourself?
I don't think so. I mean, sometimes I just kind of sit there and wonder what if, but I've never like thought of like a plan or like actually like thought things through about it.
Do you have any problems making decisions?
Kinda, but that's just like me deciding if I'm actually gonna get out of bed or not. But I feel like if I absolutely have to do something, I'll like get up and do it. But other than that, I don't think so. No.
Have you ever thought that life was so bad that it wasn't worth living?
No.
Okay.
I just kind of like wonder like what others would do if I was like wonder like what if I was gone, what people would think, if like they would actually care or not. I mean that kind of like my parents would care if I was gone, so that kind of like takes me away from any more thoughts about suicide or something.
And how's your relationship with your family? Do you have any relatives that you feel particularly close with?
My little brother, me and my little brother are really close. I mean, me and my mom get along. I mean, my dad and I get along too, so I wouldn't complain about our relationships, but my little brother is probably the closest person to me.
And how much younger is he than you?
He's only a year younger than me,
Okay.
so we're pretty close in age. So we kind of did everything
Yeah.
together growing up.
How about now?
I mean, he's off on his own doing his own thing, but I mean, I guess I kind of am too. I'm not at home,
Yeah.
but I mean, we still talk on the phone and we like FaceTime once a week. So I mean, it's not the same as living with him, but
But you
it's
still get to
close.
talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone in your family ever had any diagnosis of like alcoholism or depression or anything?
I don't think so. I mean, my mom gets depressed sometimes, but nothing. I don't think it's as severe as how I feel. But and my dad has a drinking problem, but it's not that bad.
It just got bright in here.
I
It
know.
did, yeah. The lights turned on. That's weird.
Do you have any chronic medical problems or anything?
No. No.
I know you said you take Advil when you get headaches. Do you take any other medications?
I'm on birth control and I take vitamins.
Okay.
But other than that, no.
Mm-hmm. There's something, or there's like an announcement or something going on right there.
So I don't think we have any more questions for you.
Nope, that's all I have. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you guys too.
See you next time.
Okay.
As we get kicked out.